What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, the Super Pirate Rumble is officially live. And when it started, it was absolutely mental. People were going crazy trying to rank up as high as they possibly could. Personally, I'm in the mindset of I'm not going to be doing that much grinding in the Super Pirate Rumble. I'm going to be playing definitely more than I typically would, but I don't think it's really well worth spending hundreds of gems to try and rank up when you really don't make that amount of gem investment back. It just doesn't seem like a very smart idea, though I do know that a lot of people out there are going to be trying to rank up, trying to, you know, get the flex on everyone out there in the community, which is awesome. Of course, at the very top of the screen, it says a special site. If you actually go over to the special site, it gives you a little bit of a rundown as to how your team and how your alliance, how you are personally going. So, of course, this is only just about 2 hours into the event here, and the alliance rank doing pretty good, and then obviously the global ranking is much more difficult because you are ranking against Japanese players, which they're pretty crazy over there in Japan. They're doing the hardcore grind sessions over there. But go ahead and check out that website just to ensure that, you know, you're doing as well as you possibly can. But in today's video, we're just going to be doing some casual matches, see what kind of teams we can come up against, and hopefully get some dubs, of course, for our alliance. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Alright, this team right here looks pretty good. It doesn't really have a lot going on in terms of offense. This is definitely a defensive focused team that is aiming to kind of just time you out. However, the Psy team, in my opinion, at least the Psy Free Spirit team, they have enough damage output to get this job done. I have been grinding a little bit since this event has begun, and I have actually come up against this team before, and this is pretty easy for my team to take on. Mainly it's just due to Odin and Yamato. Those two characters together have so much damage output, and especially Odin, when he comes in and he not only just does a crap load of damage, but also applies a really high chance of action bind. Just by action binding some of those really tanky units like Peruna, blocking her from doing her special to, you know, stop, you know, debuffing our characters. Blocking out Reiju is also very good because she does healing, she does damage over time, she applies defensive increases. Sengoku can be a pain too because he also heals up the enemy team. Getting rid of Eneru as fast as possible is going to be really nice because Eneru does have a lot of defensive capabilities going on here. I really like Roger on the Psy Free Spirit team because he does obviously target all characters, which is great, but he also debuffs a vast majority of their team too, which is really, really important. Good damage coming in there from Odin and action binding two of those characters. Getting rid of Moria would be nice, but we're not really doing a lot of damage at the moment. Hopefully Yamato is able to target that Moria. Unfortunately not. They're tanking hits pretty well right now, so it would have been nice to get rid of Moria because of the half stats that Moria can do. But look at our attack though at the moment. 43 attack is absolutely absurd. Still need our Rebecca and Toy Soldier to get along here. That's going to be nice to get a little bit of defense down on the enemy, which is a little bit annoying that we didn't get that to activate a little bit earlier, but it is what it is. Roger's just going to miss out on his special. Just barely missed out on his special there. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Wow, I just noticed that Roger's at -10 defense. That is absolutely awful, and that's due to the fact that Peruna is a thing. Okay, and then Sengoku's going to give him some healing. You know, honestly, as I said, we're typically pretty good at this, but this is pretty bad. I don't think we're actually going to win, and this is the first time that this has actually happened. Can you believe it? I don't think we're winning. Okay, good action bind, but I don't know if it's enough, honestly. This is getting pretty bad. I'm actually really nervous right now. I don't think we're going to win. Okay, Perona's down, which is good to see. As I said, though, they don't really have good damage, but, you know, at this point in time where our characters are getting quite low, the damage over time that Reiju can implement does so much damage to us here. Okay, NL is down, so their defenses are quite low right now. So Roger's going to get KO'd, and Odin is going to get KO'd very soon. 14 seconds left, and all that healing back, dude. We just cannot get them down. Okay, Smoothie coming in though. Smoothie, hopefully we need her to launch her special. Odin launching his special again. Good damage there. Is that one left or two left? Oh, two left. Oh my god, Yamato. Oh my god. Dude, that was by far and away the closest I've had with this particular team. I've come up against some other really tough INT Defense teams so far in this PvP Championship season, but for this team in particular, it was the closest it's been. God damn, that was so close. So this is going to be a bit of a risky one because, I mean, coming up against Luffy and the Straw Hats, you just don't know what to expect. But also the fact that they have versus Ace and Odin, it is an extremely offensive team. So I am kind of scared to see how this is going to go. And we could quite easily get thrown about and absolutely destroyed. Because what I'm expecting this team on the opposing side to do is Jack is likely going to go first, going to cut our health by a pretty substantial portion. And then Luffy, if he launches, you know, straight after Jack, that's going to be awful. Stacking all of his free spirit characters being Odin and versus Ace straight after Luffy, and we're just going to get absolutely mollywopped. So we hope that that doesn't happen. What's their CT right now? Their CT is actually very high, 7 on Law and Odin. At least we're getting the Akainu to launch first. That's very good damage. Unfortunately, Magellan just missed out on a special there. Groggy Monsters is going to go here. Hopefully we get a KO or two. No, unfortunately we didn't. Okay, so Ace is going to launch now. We're going to take a pretty hefty hit here. Oh man, that's so much damage. And Law as well, and then Jack. Luckily, Jack is launching after the fact, so that is actually very useful for us. We really want Kaido to launch a special though, but Odin is going to launch too. That is going to hurt us here. Okay, so we get Shiryu launching. Just unfortunate. Oh, Kaido coming in though. Oh my god, we had more speed, I think. Oh, that is so good. Okay. Luffy and the Straw Hats are going to launch. I think it's only going to hit them. Yeah, only hit Groggy Monsters. That's actually very useful for us here. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty easy win. We got kind of lucky in terms of our characters' attack orders. So, yeah, we've got this in the bag right now. Luffy and the Straw Hats, of course, have that revive mechanic, so they are back. But once we get them down again, they'll be down for good, which is great. Okay, so here we go with Akainu. Not getting the health cup this time, but still extra damage versus strength characters, which is good. Luffy and the Straw Hats still somehow staying alive. Luffy's going to do pretty good damage here. Nice, finally got rid of Luffy, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. And of course, Jack really can't kill us. He's down, and Law is one hit away, and there it is. So, the strength team, you really have to be careful with it, because depending on the attack order, you can just lose instantly against a team like this. Luffy and the Straw Hats and Odin are absolutely no joke, and you do have to be very, very careful when you come up against them in PvP. Okay, I saw this one here for actually getting a decent amount of points off of it, so we're going to go ahead and give it a shot with our DEX team. I really want to try and get a variety of different teams in this video today, so let's see how we go up against a quick team. This doesn't look too scary, honestly. It looks like a pretty bare bones basic quick team. Not really too sure what this guy's going for here, but considering we have, I wouldn't say it's an optimal DEX team. We don't have characters like Dalton, for example. He would be a great addition to this team, but this is a pretty good team that we have right here. A really good DEX team that's very, very solid. So I'm not expecting to lose this one, but hey, crazier things have happened. I did actually verse a team a little bit earlier on today when PvP was first beginning. I was using my Free Spirit team that I really love, and it actually lost to a quick team, which has never really happened before, because, you know, having Wano Law debuffing all these powerhouse and driven characters, you wouldn't think it'd be that big of an issue, but it definitely was. So you never know. You really got to be very, very careful about some of these different teams you come up against. Though that team I did lose to did have Izo and Okiku on it, so Izo and Okiku are a very, very interesting unit. Okay, so what's going on here in terms of specials? Cat Viper just got his special activation before he came up there, which is great. And then Moria, who's going to do really good defense down versus Quick. Great damage there as well. And then Dogstorm as well. Let's go. I think he targets a few. Yes, sir. And then Kizaru gonna get his special back on the next round. Gonna get some single target damage on someone. Akainu is down as well. Thank you very much for that. And at this point here, we pretty much win. I mean, against just Kaido and Ivankov. I mean, Kaido's a fantastic PvP unit, but at this point here, it's good games. Good games, boy. Oh my god, that Ivankov just barely staying alive. Okay, anytime now would be great. There we go, Cavendish getting the dub. Yeah, so, you know, Dex team still very good against a quick team. Wasn't the most ideal quick defense team that I've come up against, but I saw it there. I want to get those 3 points for sure. We cannot stress that enough. Got to get those 3 points wherever possible. Alright, we're going to try out a different team this time around. We found a pretty good point-boosting Dex team here. Though it is kind of interesting that they've got Otama and Frankie on the bench. Not really too sure why they are there. But we've got a pretty good strength team that has a very good matchup versus the Dex team. Now, we don't have Legend Jack on this team, but it's still not the worst. Jack is really good when you're trying to use a strength team versus like other random teams, but if you're against mono decks, in a lot of instances you probably don't need Jack, though Jack is very good though, I cannot stress that enough. But in this instance we're going to be using Odin instead, and Odin's a very nice character to have. We've also got Toki on the main line as well, because Toki has a very good passive that can debuff Dex. I think it's like level 5 defense down, and then I think Kaku has a passive that gives level 2 defense down to Dex as well, so just passively reducing their defense by so much is just incredible. So there we go, some defense down there because of the special ability in Odin. This is going to do heavy damage. Oh my god, Odin, come on, dude, that is redonk. And Arlong as well, and then actually Kid is going to pretty much wrap it up here. I mean, he's going to do good damage. Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh my god. Toki is not going to do damage, but that is okay. Get a bit of CT increase. That's actually good. We want Toki to launch after everyone has launched their specials, so we can get the CT increase for the rest of our characters, and just finishing off with some normal attacks there. So that was a very quick one. 40 seconds for that strength team to get the dub against the Dex team. So that was awesome. So you love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Alright, so I actually found one of my own Alliance members here, and I had no idea what defense team this was, and I saw it as my Alliance member, so I might have to talk to him about this one. This is a very interesting looking team, because not only is it just a Dex defense team, but Quick Akainu on the team as well to help counteract the fact that strength teams are going to be the characters that typically attack this team. So I wonder how much that is going to hold him instead in this match. Is having Quick Akainu versus Akainu on the team worthwhile on a Dex defense team? I am very intrigued into see how big brain this strategy actually is. I mean, it's not a bad idea, I must admit, because of the fact that he should be able to tank quite a few hits, and the fact that Akainu himself has a passive that is somewhat self-sufficient. It gives himself some CT increase, so he should be able to launch his special no problem, and he is going to get it. Luckily for him, it's launching very quickly, so shout out to Akainu here. So it's going to do a health cut, and it's going to do damage on top of it. This is going to hurt. Oh my god! Man, I'm going to have to talk to this man. I'm going to have to talk to this man. Dude, what is that? That did so much damage. And not only that, the fact that Akainu launched so quickly, I'm upset. I am upset, dude. I cannot believe that just happened. Well, we just lose. We straight up just lose. No shot, dude. I cannot believe that. We got absolutely rocked. Absolutely railed by that Akainu. He did so much damage. Oh, man. And Ace couldn't even get to launch his special either. I cannot believe that. How did Akainu launch so quickly? I can't believe that, dude. That is absolutely unreal. Alright, so I found another quick team, so we're going to take on our Dex team, but once again, this is one of those teams that is utilizing an off-type character to see if it kind of does anything different. I don't think this one's going to be as successful as the Akainu in the Dex team is going to be, considering Jack doesn't really do that much. He's just kind of nice defensively. But then again, you never know, because the fact that Jack has the ability to health cut us means that maybe his characters are going to do more damage to us, but the fact that Dex characters innately will, you know, provide damage reduction against quick characters, it's not going to be that big of an issue, at least in my opinion. I don't think this is going to be that bad. Maybe replacing it with something else, but either way, this should be a pretty clean victory, but we'll see how things go here. I thought we were going to be pretty competitive in the previous match, and we were definitely shown up there. Anyways, looking more towards this one, there we go. Jack is going to be launching there. Gives the extra defense to the opposing side of the field as well, so you can't discredit that. Though we only get some more stats here, some attack and defense from Kizaru, thank you very much. Cat Viper just being able to launch his special there, great damage versus those quick enemies. And then Moria once again for defense down and also very solid damage. And then also Dogstorm is going to provide some nice buffs and solid damage. So this is looking pretty good. So despite the fact they did stay alive, we're going to take some hits here. We have good buffs. I'm not really too worried. We are taking pretty hefty amount of damage here, but this should be fine. A little bit of defense down, which does hurt. Hasting, and then the Izo and Okiku, they're going to do a bit of damage, but we should be able to block that without too many issues. Man, it's just so annoying seeing so many hits. It looks so stressful, but like they're not really hitting that hard. And there's Izo and Okiku. They're going via Cavendish, so you love to see that. Akainu. Okay, we're still tanking that hit. Just need to get our specials back. When Kizaru comes back, he will be able to launch to get an attack and defensive increase again. Actually got a KO. Got double KO. That's massive. Okay, Cat Viper just missing his special there. Mori, when he comes up, should be able to maybe get the win. Okay, no. So Jack is left alive, gets normal attacked, and that is it. So, well, what did we learn in this video? We learned that Akainu on a DEX Defense team is actually not as bad as it actually seems. That still absolutely shocked me. But everything else seems pretty straightforward thus far. Lots of Free Spirit teams I have noticed, though. A lot of people running those Free Spirit teams in their defensive. So that is going to pretty much wrap up this One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Thank you very much for watching, and if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.